map, Mirage.
And we don't normally get this opportunity, but in the same tournament only 9 days ago, these two teams went toe-to-toe on Mirage, 16-14 in favor of the Outsiders, their map choice. And this pistol is looking somewhat similar. Last time round, they did a B execute with a smoke and a flash. This time round, the fight from fnatic is coming. Fasher to investigate.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate, though, if he doesn't tuck in. And he's going, looking! Great headshot out of Crims. They don't reveal the stack. Was that a lurk? Crims considers Fasher set up as well. And Crims, he's looking sharp, he's ready. And waiting for that frag. They're trying to cut noise, hope that the seeds of doubt are sown, but doesn't look like fnatic are too interested. They've got a jiggle on CT for info A.
Yeah, Jame is heading all the way back around the world right now just to make sure that there hasn't been any aggressive maneuvers, and he wants to search out for some info. So right now, Norbert, Fame, and Flit just needs to be like statues, do not move.
Smart, so Flit's jiggling mid as well. So as long as Jame clears out A, they'll have the peace of mind that nothing's untoward has gone on with CT aggression.
Yeah, but the push towards B is coming. So CT aggression in the face of Norbert any moment.
Yeah, he needs this fight. And Crosshair, bang on the money. Back from Fasher. Fame gives Outsiders the leg up.
But Jame now is just walking in towards A. This couldn't be more perfect on the timing. This is accidental. They didn't expect that fight to come, but the door wide open for Jame right now to walk on water straight in towards that A site. The bomb can pivot back. And nicoodoz is left on B. Roy joined him, and Mezzy, well, he's realized the penny's dropped. The commit is not there, but look at all this space. The vent, he's all that not broken. So much information to work with now.
Oh boy, Mezzy. One's already deep across. He is going to have a little glimpse of Flit's head and another ramp. Now he knows. Bomb, A, Roy, called upon. James still the unknown entity as that bomb goes down. Easy as can be. They're making it so difficult for fnatic to have a voice in this round. That P250, good for these long-range engage. Fires off a warning shot. Fame still hanging around those triple boxes. Repositioning into the side though is one. Still no frag back. Lots of damage. Mezzy good onto Fame. Flit, problems for him, but Jame, the last man standing is Flit. And they will get a smoke on the bomb. nicoodoz has the kit, but he's so low, and Roy will bodyguard just in time on that defuse. And fnatic will take another pistol, a 2-1 split so far.
They've been pretty decent in the retake, just reflected what happened on Inferno. There was a couple of scenarios over towards A on that CT side when they did have that run of 5 out the gates from the pistol and conversion, where they were able to retake, right? It was pretty tidy. But this round here really could have gotten out of control. It looked picture perfect. Here's the kill from Roy onto Jame right there, and I think maybe he didn't consider a person coming through jungle. Remember, we said that vent wasn't broken. Roy came up through the vent room in towards window. So potentially circumventing the sound cube, but Flit will be the one to get out the AK-47.
Yeah, out on a patrol is Flit. Qikert, the $0 Glock no armor, a product of it.
And that's when you're really hoping that Flit can find you something, right? The Dusk have spoken about this a lot. It's Outsiders doing a lot with a little.
Yeah, and Qikert with a Sanji cosplay.
It's in his honor.
An ode to Sanji. Careful, nicoodoz. He's playing with fire here. Oh, and it's only a Tech 9, but now another rifle falls into enemy hands. He's going to be punching his monitor.
Yeah, and Maniac was just talking about nicoodoz and taking the fight to them. Well, maybe a little bit overzealous in a situation like that. It looked like Roy wanted to sweep out window, but thinks better when his teammate, his fallen comrade, is in the grave.
And I mean, even on this bite, with a player on a Glock, Outsiders feel like they have got their finger on the pulse.
Well, this is the thing. He doesn't need to stay on a Glock for too much longer if Norbert's feeling generous. He can actually drop that across. So that conversation hasn't been had. The flames at the feet. Norbert still searching.
Oh, this is going to have to be a brilliant hold.
They've got 2 here. That's the one positive for fnatic right now.
Yeah, Mezzy's going to have a tall task ahead of him with just the FAMAS. I mean, good luck. Have fun. Jame, no fun for him. Pull it back. Mezzy handles 2. Needs to find a 3rd on that USP. Qikert, though, kicks up a fuss into the site. Crims can end the round on the next frag. It's Roy to provide the support, puts that bomb on the floor, and only Flit. Barrel does nothing to help him. Crims will post it, and they do manage to swat away the Outsiders.
Yeah, losing an opening pick like that so early in middle, and then Mezzy standing tall for 2 on that B bomb site. Fantastic work from him. And the fact they didn't over-rotate, we've seen a bit of that, right? Them getting caught out of position. Well, that wasn't the case this time round. Battening down the hatches, grabbing their second, and that is one of the difference makers right here from the first time these two teams went toe-to-toe on this very map. Outsiders won the pistol, fnatic won the force by back, but then Outsiders, well, they started to put them in that washing machine. So it will be a buy for everybody. Qikert will have a Tech 9 here, but if he wields it like Norbert, it could be good for a kill. Molly top mid box, the extinguish means Roy, oh, I think he knows no one's crossed just yet, so just considering the top mid pressure from Flit and Fame.
Let's see how they break this. If it's really a run boost, it could and should be. Ooh, a hard one to hit. He actually hides behind the box. On the re-peek, they combine. Roy down. Flit the same. Puts us into a 4-on-4. Fasha forward. On ramp side. Big find out of nicoodoz. Catches Palace. Need another out of that SMG. Fasha, good for it.
Norbert needs to be very careful here. Fame is looking for space elsewhere. So Outsiders in this mid-round are looking for any room. The path of least resistance for Fame is over towards B, as Mezzy will respond to this. This is the fight that could determine if this falls for Fnatic or Outsiders. Spotted from Fame, a headshot, of course.
Perfect, and now look at him leaping to take the space. He knows exactly the state of play. Bounces off of nicoodoz. He knows, and nicoodoz puts his crosshair right on Fame. Leaves just Norbert. Dropped into the site, nicoodoz a forward position. They might just pass each other. Oh, spots a glimpse of him. That information goes both ways, or not. nicoodoz flattened. Crims in the 1v1. Now, will experience prevail in this one? Already 2 frags for Norbert. This would be a very high impact round to put Outsiders straight on the board. Crims a smoke, no kit. Walking in now, an interesting plant spot. Crims seems aware. And post. Oh, what a shot! Crims gets pants and Norbert clutches up.
Whew, okay, on the Galil as well. That is quite something special there from Norbert.
That's going to feel really good. A confidence boost if ever I saw one. Sure, Fame makes the space. It's Norbert that gets the round. nicoodoz, he's had 2 oopsies here. Early into the map that you have to win, the must-win map, and Crims, he had that. Look, Dastan wasn't so convinced.
How can you believe that one? Qikert getting very fired up as well, so that is going to do wonders for the confidence here of Norbert. It was the 2 rookies.
One rifle could go a long way. Fasha's turn to show. Roy with only a 5-7. He's trying to maintain mid-info, but he has to play his life as well.
No, not in a rush. Outsiders here. Nobody patrolling over towards A, but not a problem as Fnatic are making their way up mid. Smoke towards the window room, and all 5 heading back to Mezzy's domain. He has a smoke and an incendiary for this, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah, plays it safe on the site. Deagle to the head is the mission. Fame cancels plans. Opening frag again into the B side from Fame.
You should save in this situation. I know it looks like just pistols, but in the next round of play, you won't have anything at all. You definitely hold on to that M4 in the hands of Fasha. And the other 3 could look for exits or a little bit of damage to hopefully carry something through. But Outsiders managed to outmaneuver Fnatic in this one. And Mezzy did have the utility available to try and stall them out, but they were just so quick. He didn't expect them to catapult into action off the back of that initial spot.
I mean, one jump spot, maybe a glimpse of a couple, and by the time he's dropped his smoke, the round's over.
That's where the understanding needs to be from Outsiders before they even get to that point. If we spot this situation, how do we react, right? That's where the, well, theory of the game, the way that Jame and Dastan want to approach this really needs to kick into action, and it did. Because if you hesitate in that moment, he gets the smoke down, you wait, more pistols rotate, you try to drop back, the door's closed. There's so many different options of why that could go wrong, but 2-2. And Dastan's just called a timeout again. Early, you saw that. A glance to the ref, little T sign, and now we're in that 30-second chat. I really like the way that Dastan is using these early here. It's happened in back-to-back maps. It was in the 3rd round of the first map. This time round, we're going into number 5. Now it is just that M4. A couple of Deagles and a 5-7. Maybe Dastan has a bit of a premonition on where they want to wield these bad boys, because it still won't be the easiest for Outsiders to get past them here. This is the conversation that's being had at the moment about saving guns. You go for a round like that, you lose everything. Well, in this round, they get an easy one, right? So you're making it as difficult as possible. Hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. This is not a sprint. This is something that Outsiders will have to work for. Now, Norbert's setting up an instant window smoke. That might mean a little bit more aggression on middle. Flit to potentially be leading the charge here. Jame not too far behind. So flash off the wall.
Lots of pace. Or at least they're posturing. They're going to make it feel like a fast mid play, but nothing home. Instead,
I guess if there was any utility hoping for that reaction, this boost towards short, that's going to be one of the keys on the clear. And Fame might get a chance as he comes up through the underpass, right? I don't think you'll spot him there if he jumps on the bench. Might actually come down to Flit if he saunters forward. And now that that boost has been dismantled, it's no longer a concern.
I was talking to Mouse Sports coach Cyclone, just wanted to hear his opinion on Outsiders, and his summary was similar to a lot of the great minds watching this brilliant game, just saying that this is a team where every round is hard work. Nothing comes easy against Outsiders, including a save rifle attempt. Great shot onto nicoodoz, a third death. Sours the mood. How does that not find lethality? Fame. Our connector pays a little bit of a price, but the bomb to be planted, one back from that M4. fnatic really no hopes in this one, despite Roy being burrowed in that palace. Unless Mezzi's USP can be upgraded into an AK, James not going to overstep the mark.
No, it doesn't have to here. They have everybody where they need them, and well, Fasha has been spotted out now, tagged down to 5, and oh, yeah, he gets 1 for his troubles, so something for Roy. That's going to look good in the kill feed, sure, but Outsiders will take the lead, and we finally have the weapons getting purchased up. No Jame AWP just yet, and this is it. Look at the space. They lurk through the smoke, Flick comes up, Fame comes out the other side to even get it from his POV, and the gray screen, he's getting tagged, so okay.
As soon as he was getting hit, he pulled that trigger.
May as well, really. You either go down or you get that frag.
Roy out the window. nicoodoz was there to support. Different look out of the Outsiders now. You can see already they're just posturing in Palace. Fasha's just jumped up for info. Suddenly they're all on the site. He's screaming for help, screaming for backup. They are already in. So early. Down goes the orb without any impact. Another gray screen moment for fnatic. The Dutchman quaking in his boots here on CT. Good luck, mate. The bomb planted as Jame already investigating the other side of the map. There's such a walk in the park. Big one back. And a big scalp to take. Fame taken out of the proceedings. Outsiders set up for this bomb. Ticking away. Another head taken away as Norbert. He's having a game here on Mirage. An incredible clutch. Now builds upon it with a double to send fnatic packing.
And Fasha's stuck in spawn right here. Norbert's actually thrown a Molotov to slow his retreat. He does get into CT. Mezzi, sure, he's trying to save as well here. But it is Fasha to hold on to his life. Norbert might put his on the line. Flit's here, James here, Qikert's here. They want to remove this, though. Don't want to allow them to carry multiple rifles through, and even flashes to deal with this final member. Completely blind, absolutely dismantled. Flit.
Whew. It's just like Inferno. I mean, your fate is sealed. What are you supposed to do? A double flash as well in case he's anti for the first. Just pinpoint perfect punishment. And Outsiders already with 40 rounds in the bank. Who needs a pistol? Straight out of the gates with 40 rounds. And Norbert to thank Fame as well. These newer names added to the Outsiders and do not seem to, in any capacity, be affected by the stage, by the environment.
And look, if we continue to reflect that game that happened during the Challenger stage, Fame and Norbert were at the top of the scoreboard for the server, right? It was a 16-14 game. Fame had 33 kills. Norbert had 17, but that's a big performance from Norbert here. He's one of the more supportive elements in the team. And one of the keys as well to this Outsiders roster being so scary is I think out of the 40 players we had remaining, they had 4 in the top 20 as far as opening exchanges go.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's not a bad stat line to have. Now, Norbert down the bottom, but he never usually is involved in those type of forays.
A well-drilled run boost gets flipped behind the box.
The thing is, there's just this feeling that I have that if Outsiders continue to play, they're not being forced into anything they don't want to do. And if that's the case, then it feels like they will just be able to piece this one together. And even if we go deep, even if fnatic get out there in the waters of 14-14, you're still going to favor Outsiders. So unless fnatic can make a statement and go on a massive run and completely silence this team, the dialogue is that Outsiders could be running away with a quick 2-0 here to start off the day, to start off the quarterfinals.
Yeah, no doubt coming into this one as favorites. fnatic as well have already vocalized how happy they are to be back in the playoffs. Ooh, it gets the info on the jump. That's big out of Flit, better out of Roy. Will find himself a weapon for his troubles, but it's A, and nicoodoz just vulnerable and unarmored Deagle. Palace to worry about, already pressuring the site. nicoodoz does well onto Norbert, an immediate knee-jerk trade. You can't get past Fame. And maybe you can if Mezzy. Oh, nearly an opportunity to make it interesting. Still, if that Deagle connects, there's legs. The bomb down default. Roy still on short, long range on the AK, hoping for a Hail Mary on the cross. But they don't need to now. Bomb is down. Hard work is done. Jame will worm his way back to establish a crossfire sandwich in default.
This nade could be good.
Brilliant. Okay. Qikert catches. Jame to come up clutch. fnatic need this round. James the one to deny if he can get one. And both of them! Outsiders call upon the wizard for some magic. They're just taking it in turns to clutch.
Even when it looks like it's getting close, outsiders deny. They say no, no, no. And look at this, trading it is just against the pistols. That nade makes it seem possible. It's a default plan. Jame understands he cannot let them get across to the site. And Fame getting fired up about that one. Big round right there from the outsiders. We might have something quick on the table here, Alex. Kikert's in with the Mac 10. He could have bought an AK. This might just be a B rush.
Just when fnatic are down, they look to kick him even further.
It's only Mezzy here.
Into the mud. Mezzy alone. Has Merriman got anything left? Flashed and executed already, fnatic. The woes get worse.
You got to call it off. You have to save. You can't get into a round like this. Smokes, flashes, mollies. There's no way in. Look at this. B bomb site. You thought it was yours, but only for about 15 seconds.
Man, they're calling a perfect game here. They're making fnatic look silly, outsmarted, outwitted, and outplayed from the outsiders.
Oh, it's contributions from everybody here. Look, Norbert Shaw at top of the scoreboard with 10, but James had his clutch.
Norbert's had his.
Fame's hit miraculous shots coming through smokes.
And then they hit you with a round like that. Just compare it to all the ones that have come previously. Like, put yourself in the shoes of fnatic. You've just already been having trouble with X and Y, and they throw Z into the mix.
That's just a nice pace change there, and understanding the situation, right? They throw Qikert in first with the spawn, the Mac 10 in hand. There's only one player on the site.
They just look good. And fnatic the opposite. On the favored side, and look how quickly this round is over. It's over. There it is. Norbert catches him, and once again, I mean, effective flashes from Jame. Being farmed up, superhero in the crowd there. I believe that's Chicken Man.
Chicken Man, yeah. His affectionate title, or his perfectionate title. I could have done that one with the pecs there. Sorry, guys, that could have been a better joke. But I said Norbert in terms of opening kills. You know, he hasn't been one of the individuals that outsiders have turned to. It has been the other names in the server. Well, I think he's been able to find 2 openings in the last couple of rounds. So I'll eat my words. Okay, well, the timeout taken, the conversation had. Something needs to change for fnatic. It was the pistol, it was the conversion, and well, that's about it as we do get back underway here.
The pecking order.
There you go. So you made up for my very limp attempt.
Happens to everyone. Roy, like that, stops Fame in his tracks. Double incendiary, maybe a bit overzealous. Don't forget who you're up against. They make these 2-minute rounds feel like 10.
Yeah, and that's one of the keys as well, right? We saw a lot of utility thrown out in skittish fashion. They seem very, very scared, pressured easily. Another smoke dropped here.
And still under pressure, still burning a little on that spread, just dripping off of the top of Balk.
Fame's just trying to play aim up around mid here as well. All he needs is the tippy top of your head there to blow it off.
They want to boost now.
This is tricky.
Fame, yeah, he could have an opportunity if he does investigate, but it's, for now, idle, silent in mid. They're worried about everything, fnatic. No direct answers as windows re-smoked. Roy on notice.
A split.
Yeah, and it's starting to clamp down shut. Roy does get flipped for free. Through the smoke, plays the angles well. Still finding frags. Wow, straight to Palace. Long range from Roy. nicoodoz, perfect weapon for the job, but again, the flash is brilliant. Fasha holds his metal. Still on balcony. fnatic set for a third. It needs to be converted. And Mezzi takes a leap in that direction. Double to close, fnatic up to 3 outsiders. That's the first time we've seen their T-side intentions not manifest.
Yeah, not getting away with that space they were looking for. So the gimmick play through the smoke, just caught off guard by Roy, and the fact he double ups there is brilliant. That shot straight towards Palace, perfect play. Now, there's no dramas for outsiders in the buy department. Things have been going wonderfully for them. The 6 were on the trot. It's finally been broken now. And curiously, again, Jame just happy to operate with this AK. So wait until that change comes out. They're looking to do something similar, but this time with a bit more pace behind it. Quicker now towards Connector.
Same strat, quicker pace. Fame already tries to throw some bullets into Connector and actually will occupy it as Crims gets info on Flit. And already this is Fasha under a lot of scrutiny. Burning out now. Decisions to be made. Split second decision making and multiple hunting him. Fame from the stairs, good for it. nicoodoz, he's got to worry about Qikert as well. His head could be exposed. Roy trying to help with tabs of his own, but look at Flit. Set for it. A double into jungle. Hope wanes as the shot goes away. Crims does find Fame. And Flit just about gets away. Now he wants to plant safe.
It's been spotted.
Could get banged. Doesn't. Missed shot. Won't get another opportunity as Qikert's going around the world. It's a good plan for it.
He's going to catch Crims off guard. There's no way Crims expects this.
Oh, nicoodoz spotting out Flit towards ramp side. Waiting for Crims. Crims is about to get completely caught. Oh, he works it out. And now they can isolate. Flit, surely he doesn't get another 1v2, just as Jame did a round prior. This time, nicoodoz denies, but the credit to be levied is towards Crims. Never mind the awareness on Qikert, may have hurt him. But also the patience and the triple from the Swede. It gives fnatic another round.
nicoodoz took an awful lot of shots there before they really connected, right? So you can see him having a couple of big misses. Fortunately, in a round like this, it doesn't come back to cost them. It feels like once you have this jungle control, they are in the driver's seat of this, but the kill's getting found elsewhere. That's one from Crims that he'd be very thankful to get. And curious, I wonder if he did hear the steps or not.
Or, upon that jump, nicoodoz is screaming, it's a bit suspicious, I only see one.
And that's great awareness if that's the case from Crims, to be prepared for a play like that. Back into action we go, round number 11. Now the Jame AWP comes out, so what is the change of play? Well, looking for a pick on the jump spot of Mezzi. Take some nade damage for the trouble, and we'll flash him off the line. Want to continue to push Jame further and further back, and mission accomplished. He will not be considering having a look for now.
They get such liberties in middle. Look at the way Flit's walking through this. Just head on a swivel. Walking the tightrope. Norbert is having a look. He's looking for toes. Not yet exposed, but so close on the other side. It's Norbert to clear, and oh, the elbow there, Mezzi. Can he get away? Qikert still in a position to trade. He's low HP. Good frag back. Crims still hitting his shots. Mezzi will meet Jame, but that's the flank. It's the flank that everything. nicoodoz gets his eye to the scope in time.
All right, that's more like it from nicoodoz right there. The awareness on that kill. Very, very tidy stuff. And now as they make their way back towards A, Fasha with a heads-up play of his own. Takes an awful lot of room, and Jame's been noisy. Fasha will hear these steps. nicoodoz will be back just in time to take this duel.
Fasha, safe from Jame. Bomb on the back of that AWPer. nicoodoz. Close to second. Just put in the cherry on top. And Qikert will maintain. Makes sense. Keeps hold of his AK-47, but fnatic with 3 consecutive of their own design. Now, it's a remedy, it's a response to a 6-round slew.
Yeah, so Outsiders has already done an awful lot of work here, but I keep reflecting to this matchup that went down just the other day. So it was 9 rounds on the T side in the favor of Outsiders.
Right.
6 to fnatic on the CT side, and the game still managed to go 16-14. In that matchup as well, the first kills were heavily in favor of Outsiders. The clutches went in the favor of Outsiders. And in a 16-14 game, it's those details. So let's just talk about the bigger picture here. If fnatic can draw this one back and make sure that it's not another 9-6 half against them on the defensive side of things, then they could be set for success here and take us to the third of overpass to look for that revenge from the 16-1. And these teams, once you get into a matchup like this and it's familiar in the same tournament, a lot of the, I want to say that the common approaches and common plays go out the window because you're getting a chance to try again and play mind games with the in-game leader and even the individuals on the other side of the server.
Into our 12th round, second map, first quarter final of IEM Rio 2022. Out mid is Flit. Roy a little late to the party. Smoke from nicoodoz should be well placed, and it is. Masks Roy well. Flit to crouch and just linger upon the fade.
He might go down if he tries to use it a one-way, right? Especially with the angle Flit was playing. Has conceded that position for now, but it is allowing Jame to look for something.
Yeah, he's very steady on this one. Oh dear. Flit versus Roy, spots both. And James should have him on the way out. If you really try and retreat, there's 3 gunning for you. Nice! Oh, and nearly 2. Roy does a lot there, but so does Outsiders. Into Fasha's sandwich position. They're looking for answers, and Fasha should have the element of surprise on this one. 2 to pincer in. Oh, Molly! Molly! Dead man walking. Fasha down. And options really few and far between for fnatic. You can see the util. Oh, and nades. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous counter-strike out of the Outsiders in this one. Crims is great. Can he prove it? Chip damage onto Norbert. And looks like the AWP is more of a priority. He has chosen to.
And they already started hunting.
And they are both coming.
Already started hunting.
Yeah.
Qikert, as soon as the bomb went down, was already chasing, and so was Flit.
Yeah, but he's
Where are you meant to go?
He's not expecting this at all.
You're not going anywhere, mate.
He's going to get a face full of lead as he rounds this corner. Woof. Brilliant.
They just don't give them any space here in these rounds. You can go back to Inferno. You can look at several situations where fnatic have been trying to save some guns and play Outsiders at their own game. But they're constantly hunting. They're constantly ahead of that curve. And this was the conversation that we would be having for fnatic to punish Outsiders on saves. Well, you got to win the rounds for fnatic to force Outsiders to be in the save situations in the first place. And that doesn't appear to be happening.
Sorry state of affairs for Messi in that one. The beautifully lethal combo of a HE to slow you down as the flames spread to your toes. It's a nasty way to go. But yeah, 7 now T rounds. As you discussed, they've managed to find 9 on their former Mirage map in their head-to-head to get here.
Well, they've dropped guns on the CT side to go for another buy here, so I'm sure they're able to at least get some purchases, but is this the point in the game where you start to take the fight in the direction of Outsiders? Right, we've seen them boost up towards B a couple of times. You need a jump out window, push through the underpass, go for top mid control. How are you going to respond to this? And in this environment, it can be difficult to want to make those plays. You're already in a hole of rounds. Sure, it's only 2, but it has to start feeling a lot like last time. They have literally everything covered here. They haven't, accounted for this by playing a few mid. They have 1 B apartments, 1 underpass, 1 top mid, 1 A ramp, and 1 palace. That's literally every leak point possible for a fnatic push. So if that conversation was the one that Outsiders were just having, they're ready for those aggressive maneuvers.
Well, what do you do when you've got no util on CT side? You look for an advantage in another means, and of course aggression typically the answer.
But I know that they're not in passive positions right now, right? They're definitely not, but they are going to have to search for something at some point, because with Outsiders it goes from 0 to 100, and this could be the 100 right here from Jame.
Doesn't choose to take his shot, picks his moment wisely, and Roy picks Fame out of the underpass. They are heading into A. Information denied. Tucked on the bench. Oh, nicoodoz big, but immediately silenced.
Clean house.
And that site's open now for the plant. Jame in the open. He might want to find a bit of a better setup. He's got 1 burrowed into CT. Jame on Tetras, and Qikert considering that round. Oh! What a shot! Just the tip of the head, and the Dane destroyed. Crims is not ready for Flit. No trade from Messi. Nice one onto Jame. Qikert the contingency. Flit on site. Mezzi no time. He just has to get one back, and it's 8. Outsiders very, very quick to find an answer to fnatic's 3 consecutive defensive rounds. It's all Outsiders, baby, and it looks convincing. It really does.
It's a team effort right now.
This shot.
Yeah, this is tidy stuff here from Jame. The tippy top of the head right there. See you later, Roy. And again, another defensive plan. If that goes wrong, Qikert was already, again, ready for the save. He was over to Hutzby Apartments. This is so curious. I would love to get Maniac and Yanko's opinion on this on the desk. If Outsiders do win, to pick their brain about this, because hunting for these guns has been a clear part of the game plan today. Well, it's 5 to equals 5,
yeah.
You know?
Well, only takes 1 to turn the tide of battle. Jame had a little glance. Roy has vision again. They could reflash it. Jame close by. A single Desert Eagle to the head is all it can take. They will molly and force the fight awkwardly. Roy onto the ladder as Fasher first to fall for fnatic.
Just have so much
He's
territory.
so trapped.
Yeah, where are they meant to go here? It's like Outsiders are playing with their food right now. They should also be aware he's here. So as he appears around the corner, it's not even Jame from the top rope, it's Flip from Connector. They're pulling them apart like threads here. The last 3 members, well, not for much longer. Fame spotted out 1. He has taken a big chunk of damage. Would like to get away with his life, I'm sure. Mezzi trying to chip away at range, but Flit now starting to farm. That's 2 for him.
It's a very long-range shot attempt from Mezzi, just hoping the stars are aligned. The stars of Outsiders are certainly giving us quite the shine on this quarterfinal stage. Already with Inferno under their belt. Mirage T-side and a 9th looking like a guarantee. You cannot underestimate this team. They've plugged new names, but it's the same system. And it's such a stranglehold against them. Oh, 1 back. Stops it from being a perfect round, but Flip there immediately. Stopping any retrievals or saves. fnatic all sent back to spawn.
This is rough. This is rough. Again, they're having fun at least.
A lot of love in the building.
I have a similar feeling as to what I had over there on Inferno, right?
Yeah.
It was a situation where, sure, the scoreline looks close, but it's the type of rounds that Outsiders are winning that make it feel like fnatic are being suffocated. Maybe they're given an opportunity to win around here, there, or everywhere. As a missed window smoke is a slight gift, a slight opportunity to maybe work with here. You can call mid completely clear. It doesn't mean anything right now just because of the pace of Outsiders. What are you going to do with that? Hey, they're not mid now, but they're normally not anywhere until about 30 to 45 seconds. So
yeah,
who cares?
Your 0 to 100 is exactly the framing. Wow, he tries his luck, Fame. Caught out by Crims on that elevated position. Flit unable or unwilling to trade. Alone on top mid this time, and he's responsible for that bomb. So if Crims comes looking, this is a fight that could really turn the tide. Perfectly found. Roy on window, Flit, ooh, catches a bullet to the dome. Helmet saves him. This has to be a 6th for fnatic.
Oh, you would think so, especially with the bomb now starting to head back over towards A. nicoodoz will be unaccounted for here with the initial exchanges with nobody coming out of Palace. So Fasher just has to bait them in. A kill from Fasher is great, but really it's nicoodoz to win the round here.
Oh, Flit, no slouch on that AWP, given it by virtue of the health. Nade, shy, bomb to be planted. nicoodoz not going to be able to stop it immediately, but good one back from Fasher. The bomb is down, but they're not clear in their corners. nicoodoz profits. Okay, Jame. What can you do with this one? The answer's nothing. nicoodoz will close it. fnatic, they managed to muster a 6th. A 9-6 half, we've seen that one before. Swapping sides, fnatic are on the ropes. We'll see if we need our third map when we return from our break.
Taking some aggression! No way, Anthony! How are you doing it? How does it look so easy?
And now it's up to the short players who can't win a fight either. Magic's on 3, and something else is drawing them in as Magic's
He might even find him! Scopes him through the smoke! I'm losing my mind! And Jigsaw, he wants more! He takes him almost to power! Valley! Sits next up. Magnificent stuff.
fnatic elated to make the playoffs, but they have met their final boss, Outsiders, already 9 rounds, and that was on the T side of our second map, Mirage, picked for a reason, clearly, by the Outsiders roster, and no stranger to the big stage, at least not all of them. Certainly is exciting for Norbert, exciting for Fame. We're back into game. T side for fnatic.
3 players.
Look at the setup.
Yeah. And they're going to run into it.
This is going to hurt.
They're going to run into it.
He's got a P250. I mean, at least it's an even fight, at least not in the weapon department. A problem. That is, though. He goes looking. Flit just 1v2 in at that ramp. He's run out of bullets and running out of mojo off fnatic. They're going on Mezzi.
Yeah, he got one back here. A nice shot over towards Qikert, sure, but need an awful lot where that came from. A defensive CT smoke dropped out, and Fame has made sure there is no retreat. Fashion knife in hand, is about to get a rude awakening. And it's just Mezzi. This would be the ace required.
Yeah, and maybe the smallest gap. James very, very switched on, though.
Norbert's aware of it as well. Mezzi could jump off the window ledge. make his way through the vent room, but no, he's just going to walk straight through. And Norbert, oh, he stopped glancing for now. So here's the gap, and Norbert, as the peak, does spot it out. Jame in the perfect position to close this.
Yeah, and he's not taking the initial engagement. He knows Mezzi's going to assume it's clear. He can walk through, little speed walk, and Mezzi looking the wrong way as Jame makes it certain that that is 10 already for Outsiders in the first round of this second half. Making light work of fnatic here.
They're just being outclassed right now.
Yeah.
There's just a sense that Outsiders aren't even really being tested or pushed, right? Even when they've looked like they're in a little bit of trouble, they'll surge forward with a round, they'll get a couple consecutive. Just need to find that next level in the game plan. And for fnatic, that extra gear, where's it meant to come from? We've spoken a lot about Crims, his experience. Roy, nicoodoz, they've been here before with the Copenhagen Flames. You've got Fasha and Mezzi, they're new to this environment. They are key pieces of the puzzle here. But there are other names that can step up, or should be able to, as they spring forward into top mid. 3 players across, 1 tap to the mid box. Crims over towards B, and Fasha dealing with the A slink on the force pipe. So that plant has gotten them something a little bit juicier here than otherwise.
Yeah, the juice is one step, but you do need frags as well. You can see just how set up they are again. And fnatic walking into the stack. There's multiple bodies that can engage. It's Fame, it's Flit, it's Jame and Pain for fnatic. Bomb at the top of mid. nicoodoz feeling like he's already out of the round, despite still heart beating. And a deflating arrival for Crims. By the time he gets to those fights, he's already lost 2 teammates. And something that Outsiders do so well as well on their CT side, which is what I'm concerned about for fnatic, given how long their lead has been leading, is that you leave a gap, you aren't attending to the entire map, there will be this search for information that teams like Heroic, Spirit, and of course Outsiders are so proficient.
Oh.
That's back from Fasha.
But look where Norbert is. It's what you were talking about, right? He's the insurance policy. Sure, Flit's dead. Where are you going to plant? How are you going to get this bomb down?
And Jame doesn't have to overstep the mark. Ooh, nice one from nicoodoz. Actually uses that M4 to great success, puts Qikert low, and it should be finished. Nice work from Crims. Still though, it's ooh, that bad of Fasha. He's given fnatic a little bit of hope in that one.
Okay, that round, it really started to heat up there for fnatic, didn't it? It didn't feel like it was going to get too out of control. There are a lot of bodies responding to that. Outsiders, traditionally, as they have throughout this game, felt like they were ahead of the play, and fnatic will snatch that one away with some very, very tidy shots here.
Exactly my point. I was about to say, like, I think we've spent enough time with these 2 teams that we've stopped expecting fnatic to win Angels. You know, and this time, Fasha bucks the trend twice.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. In Rio. And his name is Jame. You can't keep getting away with plays like that. A headshot out of the scout onto nicoodoz just as the round begins. fnatic now walking with a limb.
That's the worst way to kick off this opportunity to break out Outsiders.
That's stunning.
They're all 4 condemned to middle right now, and if they want to continue to slink towards the fade of this connector smoke, everybody's waiting on the other side. Come on in, boys, the water's warm.
Yeah, I'm sure. Boiling hot. Boiling hot. If you dip your toe in there, I think you're going to lose it. Jame looking for some devout energy. As yeah, actually, you know what? Not far off. Another headshot. Fasha nearly putting his head in the vice.
And they have no idea what's on the other side other than that of Jame. Surely they need to try and get out of here now.
Yeah, you got to pull the plug. I think Mezzi's going investigating up towards the catwalk.
Norbert's still got the cross here. He can call. Yeah, he spotted it now with a shot from Norbert. What a stunner.
Yeah, that's a leaf straight out of James' book.
Oh, it's pulled the rotation, though.
Yeah, they're clearing.
A massive gap in towards A. How does this keep happening?
This one works nicely for fnatic, but still 2 men down. Got to get that bomb down because CTs are working this out too. Roy, late to the plant. Very late. More damage out of that scout. Puts it on a silver platter for the collection. Qikert. Has he got a deagle in him? No is the answer. Crim's the one to hand it to him. 3 on 3. Flit playing the waiting game. I don't know how hard they're going to clear this. Fasha's looking and whoa, another headshot. Outsiders are so good at making these rounds hurt, and it has to be Crims. So low and so much time. Fame 19 up against Crims, and he's got him. He's got his number. fnatic falter, an attempt at the recovery. It looks like the outsiders are just too damn good. Look at this opener.
Yeah.
And this was a great deagle shot out of Norbert as well. You got to see it. You really got to kind of live in the comms of outsiders in that one. He's firing off pot shot short, averts his gaze, of course smoked off, and it comes down to Norbert's D.
That's the old versus the young right there. You got Fame. Very inexperienced at this level of play, and Crims on the other side just has to deliver that one kill, and you can see just how much that hurts. It's no fault of his own there, the fact that these picks have just happened across the map. There was multiple bodies there, and they were given an opportunity to get that bomb down and get in towards the site, but the Force by Wars will continue in this second half. Nobody to post consecutive rounds here. So whoever does so first, a chance to the outsiders get closer to closing this, making it a 2-0 affair, being quite dominant, or fnatic to try and bring this one back into level pegging. Towards B. Fame and Norbert, the two presiding right now. It's just Norbert. Fame has investigated very, very deep middle here. And they're coming.
Okay, got some pace in this. Fame tracking the drop of Roy. Puts him low. Fasha responds into the site and trying to plant. This is actually a perfect opportunity for fnatic. They're in, but there's so many here from outside. It's trying to close back in. Qikert onto Crims. Norbert likely to find Fasha, and now only two members of fnatic to stop that defuse. It's not going to be easy. Good angle and headshot from behind, though. nicoodoz has to be responsible for this. And he spotted out Flit. He needs this duel. Deagle the M4 and exposed to Jame now. Mezzi trapped. 3 encroaching, tapping heads. 2 to run him down. James easy got that one. And there is a kit in play. Kick it onto it in time. fnatic, they're getting opportunities, but every single time outsiders have the remedy. They know.
It's one of the closer rounds, really, with how they went back and forth, the trading from either side, the bomb down, the time starting to become a bit of an issue here.
They got that bomb down in 3 of the 4 rounds we've played so far.
And that is a positive again, right? Sure, it's going to keep their cash at a level where they can get something, a few upgrades. It won't be the full investment behind it, but it's not going to be an easy round for outsiders by any means. You can see those upgrades coming through now.
It's not very threatening.
Yeah, there's something to work with. Still a nugget of hope here for fnatic fans. They are going to try and turn their attention towards Qikert's bomb site of A, but mid's being called clear. Flit already rotates over. They're going to have multiple bodies here, and Flit opens up the account.
Yeah, and it's going to close it too. Crims on the bench position, nearly gets Flit before Fame will save, and 13 already inscribed next to Outsider's name. A semi-final, a couple of rounds away.
Oh, the state of affairs here, when you take a look at what's available in the top 8, we could truly have 4 CIS teams in the semi-finals. Cloud9, Outsiders, Spirit, and Na'Vi. That's a conversation, a real conversation that is being had around global Counter-Strike right now.
No doubt. And look at the difference between these two here in the quarterfinals. Outsiders just looking like the kingpin. Two this time, Mezzi and Crims. And the response is great. The damage is horrible for fnatic. Flit just takes 2 out of the round. Mid clear, he says, not sure about the top, and he might go again into some answers as well. That's the bomb. nicoodoz cowering behind the box. Roy doing some plumbing on the tap. And if they lose this one, I think the waterworks will start. You put all your pennies into this one, already walking wonky, and nicoodoz does not want to lose that bomb. Norbert containing your access to B denied by that SMG. If Norbert even gets one, fnatic's hopes will truly fade. And he's done it.
No! Make it 2!
How? How? Okay, Outsiders, a walk in the park, Chad. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, and the semi is coming.
This is dominant stuff from Outsiders now. You walk into this matchup, you look to the head-to-head, they're the favorites, of course, but you're expecting something a little bit different than last time round. Your Fnatic, you get a chance, you get to dissect the demos, you get to see where you want to take this. Your map choice falls by the wayside, and now back into a game we're extremely close last time. How does he get two?
This is going to feel really good. A bit of a coming of age for Norbert. You're in the playoffs and you're playing playoff Counter-Strike. When most would get one, he gets two.
He might get fed a few more.
He might indeed. He's actually solo on B as the Tech9s come and knock in.
He's talking a lot.
He's really motor-mouthing it. He's feeling the pressure. Great flash. You can see two members doing the dance as they are on their way. A smoke to fight this fight, and down goes Mezzi. He goes wide. Oh, denied! And from behind, nicoodoz falls. Nothing to be celebrated, nothing at all. Just knocked out. KO. One more attempt for Fnatic. A long road back into the game, but Outsiders are the ones controlling the play. Making light work of their first opponent in these playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to feel miserable out there now. You're floundering. What are you meant to do if you're Fnatic? Nothing seems to be working. Outsiders are taking fights in awkward positions. They're taking all this space. They are not just one step ahead of you here today. They've lapped you right now.
Yeah, it's a 1-2 step and a 1-2 punch. nicoodoz onto Fame. A nice scalp to post, but they are very hard pressed to find a second. Flit playing with the smoke and playing with his food. He knows Mezzi's coming through, and a nice frag back. He's going through. Nice catch. nicoodoz should be traded. Oh, wow. Transfer onto Jame. Roy good for the headshot as well. Those individual duels have come through from Fnatic. Qikert gets himself out of the window. Will it allow him to surprise Roy under the smoke?
They didn't take the space. They knew where he was. Crim's doubted going in towards B because Qikert, he didn't show himself.
They look scared.
They look very, very scared, and Qikert is reading the play here.
Oh.
Stat lines haven't been great, but he can win this right here, right now, 1-on-3.
A clutch for the semi-finals. Go on then. Let's see if you've got it. Qikert second guessing it now, investigating B as they arrive on A. Qikert trying to piece this together. As are Fnatic. Look how scared they are.
So timid. They have no idea where he's gotten off to, and they're about to announce their presence. Fasher thinking better of that. Continuing to play contact here.
He's coming for you. Fnatic, a nervous wreck as Qikert looks to wreck house. It's Fasher to defend their honor. We will see 8. Virtue of nicoodoz, a nice 3-piece.
Yeah, that was tidy, especially the third on towards the top of the stairs right there. You can see he's fed up of getting dictated to, wanted to take the action towards mid. He opened up on Fame, continued to push forward towards Connector, catches Flit off guard in the timing, and then the third shot's a bit of a specky. So a tidy round, an impressive round, but only their second round here in this second half. It's very awkward here. Of course, he's going to make this one onto Flair, who has absolutely no idea that's possible, but this is the third that we were just highlighting here, and as he mantles up, he's got 2 fights with the transfer across. That's very, very nice onto Jame. And Qikert has a real shot in this. But this is a nice fight from Fasher to get up to his 11th kill.
I mean, I'll tell you now, if Mezzi manages to call 7 straight rounds on T-side Mirage, yeah, I would certainly be breaking my vocal range, but this is Outsiders' game. It's Outsiders' Mirage. Fnatic are just temporarily visiting. A feeling of hopelessness just spreading through your ranks. Every single trick in the book to find a favorable opening. Outsiders, if they find it, it could be the beginning of the end here. Nade, well timed, chips away on Crims. More nade damage. Still not a single enemy spotted for Fnatic. As that CT smoke denies an opportunity into the short position. Window fading and frags found. An equivalent exchange leaves us in a 4-on-4, 60 seconds. Roy and nicoodoz come knocking on Norbert's door. This is the fight. Forward position. Again, Norbert passes the test. Playing a good game here. His own smoke facilitates a reposition. Crim's now vulnerable on that gap. Roy tapping away. .35 and only 3 remaining. Shows face on B.
They're so separated. They're so separated. How are you meant to win this? Jame, he's in the market with the AWP. They have to get past him. Roy goes down. No, it's Crim's. It's Crim going down. They're into the site.
Only one last hope here, and his name is Roy. Outsiders, 13 seconds. They can stop this alone. Jame doesn't need any help. The flash was good, but they're coming for you. And Outsiders make it look like a walk in the park. In their opening playoff game, fnatic quick to exit the game and the tournament.
Back to back in the head-to-head, same tournament, same result, 2-0 again. It's 4 straight maps they've faced fnatic on here, and they've just been able to wipe the floor with them. This is dominant stuff from Outsiders at a great way for the likes of Fame and Norbert to grace the major stage.